Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are playing with high-end makeup. So this is the look that I got from it. There's a lot of good products, a lot of we're not sure about products. I'm playing with the new Sigma palette that looks like so. So we're playing with this palette. I have a lot of products from Tarte. I have their new bronzer. I have their new hydrator, their new concealer. I have the new... For my eyes, I'm going to start off with this eye primer, which is from Pretty Vulgar. This packaging is so adorable. I am a sucker for good packaging. So here it is. It's like just like a basic nude color. So it's gonna rub it on with my finger. Been meaning to change that sign that's behind me. It's overdue for a change, but I keep forgetting to. So hopefully in the video, after you see this one, it will be a different sign for once. All right, so it went on really nicely. It is super duper tacky, which I like in a primer. I have really oily eyelids, so I need something tacky. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be playing with the Sigma palette. This is their Corda Rosa palette. Here it is. Super pretty packaging. And here it is on the inside. Super adorable. And then I do also want to play with this Inkwell liner from Kat Von D. This is their Lawn Wear matte eyeliner. And it's like a blush pinky shade. So I'm going to keep in mind that I want to use this when I do my eyeshadow. All right, so I'm going to be taking this brush that is in the palette. It's a really nice quality brush, which I am happy with. I'm going to start off with this shade right here. It's just like a nude color. I'm going to be taking it on this side and just setting the eye primer. All right, for the crease, I think I'm going to start with Hybrid, which is like a peachy, salmony kind of color. And I'm going with this brush that is on this. This brush is so nice. I've talked about how I hate the fluffy brush from the Anastasia palette. And this brush, it's so nice. Okay, so here is that color. Blends really nicely. I think the next shade, I think I'm going to go into the actual shade, which is Corda Rosa, which is like a blush pinky shade, but it is so much more pigmented than it is in the pan. Like, do you guys see that? Like, it looks like it would be like a really nice light color, but no. Do not be fooled by the way it looks, because it is not the color that it looks like in the pan. All right, so here are those two shades. So for the lid, I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It is Belle of the Ball. Oh, this color is so gorgeous. But there is a lot of fallout with this shade because it is like a pressed glitter. This is such a gorgeous color. Oh my goodness. Now that our whole entire face is covered in glitter, I'm going to leave the eyes shadow at this. This is a really pretty palette, you guys. So hopefully this doesn't ruin the look. So anyways, like I've said, this is in the shade Lolita. Actually, I don't even think I told you guys that. But this is in Lolita. And, whoop. You guys, I have not done Here's the color. I have not done a winged liner with like a liquid liner in so long. So long. Like, I don't even know if I can still. But let's see if I still have what it takes. It doesn't seem to be applying too well over a glitter. So this is what we're looking like. It is a very light color, so I feel like this might be a cute color to do with like a very light color in the crease and nothing with like shimmer, because it's not layering the best over shimmer. Now, I'm not gonna say it's the worst. It wasn't hard to use. Like, the brush is actually a really, really nice brush. So I will be right back. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, hopefully, if I can. And we'll be right back. We're gonna take a break from the eyes and move on to the face. For the primer, it's nothing new to the Sephora or anything, but this is the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smooth Priming Moisturizer. I did get like the small size from Sephora. I've mentioned before, I frequently get the small sizes from Sephora because that's just what I like to do. So here's the consistency of it. It looks like just like a creamy moisturizer. It applies like it's water-based. It's not super thick like a, you know, like thick moisturizers are. It's like a thin moisturizer. It feels so good on the skin though. I've used this a couple of times before, but I don't really have a set opinion on it. It is has a slight stickiness to it all over the face, which is good. So for the foundation, I do have this Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. So this is their like, I don't know, like a tinted moisturizer type of thing. But I did get this small, tiny little size. It was like their Point Perk or something like that. So this is in the shade 13N Fair Light Neutral. All right, so here it is on my finger. It looks a little bit dark, but it's not like runny or anything. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my finger and rub it all over my face first. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my fingers. My hand is clean, of course. And kind of just rub it in. It feels really smoothie, like you're putting a moisturizer on the face, but like a thick moisturizer. So I don't know about the shade for me, but maybe once we have like the concealer and everything, we can make it work. I do have this Charlotte Tilbury. This is their like under eye. This is like their face and eye corrector. This is in the shade medium, which is the second shade. I've used it once before, so I'm going to take some on my finger and tap it under my eye. It blends really, really nicely, I have to say that. And I think it does a pretty good job of covering. Okay. And then for the concealer, going along with Tarte, this is their Tarte Hydro Sealer. Again, if you saw my haul, it's the small size. I got this in the shade 12N Fair Neutral. And comes at this tiny little doe foot applicator. There it is. The formula is definitely thin compared to some other concealers that I've used. It's definitely light coverage, but I mean, it did brighten the area. It's a really nice concealer. I don't know if, you know, once I run out of that small shade, if I would repurchase it, because again, it's all right. I mean, it's not bad, but I feel like if I'm gonna get something low coverage, I would much prefer it be from like the drugstore. So these two are pretty good products. I'm gonna say they blend out nice, they look fresh on the skin, but like, I don't know if I would repurchase either of them. That's why I prefer to buy the smaller sizes at Sephora, because, you know, you're paying a lot already, so you might as well get the smaller sizes. All right, continuing on with the creams. So I have this Tarte. This is their Breezy Cream Bronzer. And again, I did get the small size for it. This is in the lightest shade, I believe, which is Seashells, I believe. But here it is. I think I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm just going to dip right into the product. That's how I usually would. It is very orangey, is what I'm going to say, which could be good for the summer, but I am applying it like a bronzer, not like a contour, because it is a cream bronzer. All right, so here it is on the skin. All right, people were comparing this bronzer to the Chanel bronzer, and this is like my favorite cream bronzer. So here's a little bit of a comparison. So here is the Chanel. So here's the Chanel bronzer. And then let me swatch. Here is the Tarte one. And you know what? So this is the Tarte and here's the Chanel. They are very similar. So I believe the Chanel one is $55. And wow. So I blended out Tarte and Chanel again. You know what? Wow, I think Tarte might have a duped Chanel there. I am really intrigued. Like, they blend out the same. The consistency feels very, very similar. Now, of course, Tarte is also an expensive brand, but I don't think that the full size is as expensive as the Chanel one. Again, I believe the Chanel is $55, and Eddie and Irina, tell us how much the full size of this is. I have another cream product. This is a blush. This is from Milk Makeup in Flare. So it's like their smaller size. Here is Flare. It's like a nice pinky color with a glow for sure. So let's try it out. I think I'm just gonna dot it on the face. Whoa, that is metallic. Do we see it there? Look at that. Oh, that looks like straight up like a pink highlighter. But you know what? This actually looks this color looks really nice. It's like a pinched cheek kind of pinkiness with a little bit. It doesn't seem glittery, just seems really nice and glowy, which is really actually pretty. I do really like it. Again, here is the swatch. So next I have the Kosas. This is their Moisturizing Baked Bronzer in the shade Light. This is their new bronzer. Here it is. This is a scary product because it is kind of light, really very almost metallic. So if you're not really careful with this, like I'm going to tap it off. I am going to tap it on the back of my hand as well, because if you go in with it, like you're gonna have a brown streak of glow on your face. So I'm going in over where I put that cream bronzer. It is a pretty shade for the summer for sure. I know that I did see that Tati didn't like it, but she was one of the very few that didn't like it. Most people did like this product. So for blush, I have two products. I have this Ciate Marbled Light Illuminating Bronzer. And then I also have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. All right, so this Hourglass one is in the shade Diffused Heat. So here it is. And then this one is in the shade Burnt. And here it is. It seems like the same concept. They both have a mirror. Seems like the same concept. Both of them are high-end. Ooh, I like the feel of the Ciate one more. So here's a Ciate and here is the Hourglass. The Hourglass is much lighter of a pink. All right, so here is, so here is the Hourglass and Ciate. The Hourglass actually has glitter in there. Yeah, it has glitter in it. Wow, I wouldn't have thought that this would come with glitter. I think I'm gonna go with the Ciate one. Ooh, it looks so smooth on the skin. Ooh, that is a pretty color. And like the skin underneath it looks so smooth. So it's like as if I didn't even put on a powder. This really truly does not give me powder feel. But you know what? I am not mad at that. That is super pretty and I love the packaging. We're gonna go on to highlight. And this is the Becca Passport to Glow. So this is like, I'm not exactly sure. This is in the shade Rose Quartz. Here's the packaging. So I got this off the BoxyCharm pop-up shop and I am not exactly sure where this is from. Do they still have it? Do they sell it elsewhere? It says Korea on here, so I will do some research on this and definitely put it on the screen if this is sold elsewhere. Or if BoxyCharm has it only, but here is the shade. It is so pretty. It has like tropical flowers or something. And ooh, this looks so pretty. Here it is. Okay. Whoa, okay, that is intense. It's right here. Going in with my Wet n Wild brush. Tap off your brush because a lot came off. Okay, let's see. Holy crap-a-roni. This, oh, this is pink. This is so pink. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know if it's coming off on camera how pink this highlighter is. Like, it just looks like I went into like a pink metallic eyeshadow and just dragged it all over my skin. It is not making my skin underneath look good at all. Like, later on, so we're just gonna continue going with it. It is what it is. We're gonna move into the brows, and for the brows I have this Brow Contour Pro. So this is nothing new. This is in the shade Blonde Light. This has been out to the market for a while, and this is another product that I picked up from the BoxyCharm pop-up. So it has a whole bunch of different shades. It has lighter shade, deeper shade, definer shade, highlighter, and lighter shade. So I'm gonna follow what they have on the box and try to use all of these shades. It says start with the lighter shade, and it looks like I put it towards the front. So I use this shade for the front of the brows. Okay. I'm bringing this shade through the middle as well. So we are still on the lighter shade. So and then it says to take the deeper shade, and it just says to do the rest of the brow with this shade. So that is what I'm gonna do. Now this is not very sharp, so it's kind of hard to be precise with it. So then it says to use the define one, and it says define and clean up edges. Okay. All right, then we're taking the highlighter shade and just highlighting like you would. So I'm just placing it there. But it's definitely something to keep playing with. It's not something I feel like you could get like 100% from the first try. Okay, so for lips, I have this KAR, which stands for Kim, Ariana, and Brielle or something. So here it is. The packaging is super cute. So this is their lip liner and lip product. So this is in the shade Charming, which is a really pretty color. So this is something I got in the BoxyCharm. So it is high end because KAB Cosmetics is a lip duo for $40. So, I mean, it is high end. I don't know where where they sell this. Wow, this lip liner is nice. It is gliding over so nicely. Okay, so this color is also really pretty. It is like a reddish kind of color, like a reddish cherry pinky color. And then the lipstick is really, really chunky, like has a chunk to it. This looks like it's a different color. Here it is. Actually, they're fairly similar. So in the packaging, it looks like it's going to be pink, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. Okay. So it feels really glossy, so I wonder if it's going to set down. Oh, okay. So this is actually a lip liner and a lip gloss. It does say on here, this is a really opaque lip gloss. Yeah, so create the glossy lip you're always wanted. Oh, vanilla scented duo is perfect for a night out on the town or a casual everyday look. All right, guys, here is the look. So everything looks good. You know, although the highlighter is metallic, it doesn't look too bad. I will give it that, like, it doesn't look too dark for my skin tone. It looks like the right pink. I've said before in other videos that after a month or so, I will do a speed review on products that I'm trying out. Jessica Braun on YouTube does it, and I really like the idea, so I'm stealing it from her. But pretty much after a month or so of using the products, I am going to sit down and do just like a fast, brief, like, do I still like it? Do I not like it? Did my opinion change? And give you just like my thoughts and opinions after using it longer. Because of course, after just trying it right now, I could tell you what it's looking like. And I mean, so far everything's nice. I mean, the eyeliner was a little hard to work with, but everything is looking nice. I think this look looks really pretty and summery. share your opinions, thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much if you stayed till the end. If you are not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and become part of my channel. I would really appreciate it. Give me a like on this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.